What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and we have a bunch of new cards from various different archetypes to talk about, all from the dual terminal world. First up is Shaddoll Genius, Earth Machine Flip Effect Monster with 1800 attack, 1000 defense. It is level 4. It's hard once per turns. You can only use one or the other, so typical Shaddolls. You can target one Shaddoll monster you control this turn is unaffected by monster effects while face up on the field, except it's not if it's sent to the graveyard. You can target one effect monster on the field. It cannot activate its effects for the rest of the turn. That is pretty good, especially because as soon as they summon, a monster that maybe has an activate effect, it's not a quick effect, you can use Shaddoll Fusion to fusion summon this on and immediately make it so they can't activate that effect. That's pretty good. The other effect, the flip effect's is good, but it's a flip effect. And I know you're like, but that's Shaddoll's things, and I know, but Shaddoll's things are also that they're good if you flip them, and they're good if they're not. So yes, this card is pretty good, but I don't know if it makes the cut in Shaddoll. The deck list is pretty tight. Anyway, moving on to Shaddoll Void. Fire Fiend Flip Effect Monster. 2900 attack, 2900 defense. It's a level 9. Hard once per turn, and it's only one of the effects. So, like I said, normal Shaddoll stuff. Flip. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one Shaddoll monster with the same attribute from your extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do, banish the target. If this is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can send cards on the top of your deck equal to the number of different attributes on the field. This card is meant to help you mill more Shaddolls to get off that effect. This one is less good than the other one, but still alright. I don't think it makes the cut. The Fire Shaddoll Fusion also isn't as great as the Earth one is, like this one is. So that's another thing that this one had going for, is that it's an Earth. Something I don't really like about these Shaddolls is that they're not spellcasters like the other ones. It's kind of weird, but I kind of get it too. And yeah, anyway, Galaxy Eyes Cypher EX Dragon. That's right. Photons and galaxies were getting support anyway, guys. It didn't matter. Light Dragon Xyz, rank 10 with 4000 attack, 3000 defense. Once per turn, you can XD summon Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon by using a Cypher monster you control as material. You transfer its material, so you just throw this bad boy on top of something, just like bam. Anyway, first effect. So far, it doesn't look like any of these are hard ones per turns either. You can detach 2 materials from this card. Your opponent cannot target light monsters you control until the end of the turn. That is not a quick effect. That's pretty meh. Until the end of their turn. I thought I said till the end of the turn, and I was like, but that's much better. Okay. Second effect. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can return one rank 9 or lower Dragon Xyz monster from your graveyard. The extra deck, then special summon that monster from your extra deck by using this card you control as material. It's treated as an Xyz summon, and you transfer the materials. That is pretty interesting. I guess the idea is, like, since you threw this on top of another Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, the rank 9 Cypher Galaxy Eyes, you can detach, say, you can't target any of my light monsters, and then on the standby phase, summon that back. And if you have another one on this extra deck, you can summon this back again. That is pretty cool. This card is pretty sweet. Galaxy might like it. I know that deck, I don't know a lot about that deck. I know that deck is one of those decks that are either, like, insane, like they do, like, these insane plays, or they do nothing. So that's what I know. That's the only thing I know about the deck. This doesn't seem very bad. This seems pretty decent, because it kind of keeps coming back, and to a certain degree. I mean, you're not you'll eventually run out of these. Anyway, Lavavels are getting support. That's exciting. I love. I've played the Lavavel Quasar deck with Rekindling. The deck was pretty nutty. Anyway, Lavavel Archer, Fire, Pyro, level 4, 1000 attack, 200 defense. Second effect is a hard once per turn. If this is a normal summon, you can activate during. You can activate this during the turn. During the main phase's turn, you can normal summon one Lavavel. In addition to your normal or set, you can only gain this effect once per turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one fire monster you control. You cannot special summon a monster for the rest of the turn except fire monsters. Also, destroy that target if you do special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. So this is a good card. It's not the best card for the deck itself, because the deck itself is a really good synchro spam deck and wants to make use of all kinds of synchros. So that second effect of you can only special summon fire monsters is actually a pretty heavy downside for the deck. However, if you're using this as an Xyz engine, maybe in like Fire Kings instead of Lavavels, that is really good. Another thing to think about, though, is that for Lavavels, and why they'll probably still play this, is that there aren't a lot of really, really good Lavavels. There's like 3 that are like halfway decent, and then the rest of them are pretty bad, and this one's just one of those ones that are pretty good, so it kind of fits in that niche, so they'll probably still play it. Alright, next up, and last, is a new Synchro monster. Lavavel Salamander. Fire Dragon Synchro effect. Level 7. 2600 attack. 200 defense. He works with Rekindling. 1 tuner and then 1 or more non-tuner fire monsters. You can only use this card's first effect per turn. If this card is synchro summoned, you can draw 2 cards, then send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, including at least 1 fire monster. Or, if you don't have any fire monsters in your hand, reveal your hand and shuffle it into the deck. Okay, so that first effect, Lavavels want to be in the graveyard. They like throwing themselves in the graveyard. In fact, they have a Foolish Burial that sends 2. So they're all about being in the graveyard, and they love it. So that's a great thing. And this is just good generic fire support too. So yeah. Next up is its second effect is once per turn, banish 1 fire monster in your graveyard. Change the face up monsters your opponent controls to face down defense position up to the number of Lavavel monsters you control. So its second effect is for Lavavels. Its first effect is good in Lavavels, but works in any fire deck. This card is decent. It's pretty good in general. So that is it for today. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. If you want to see me cool deck profiles or replays, emails in the description. Tell me what you guys think of the new Lavavel monsters and all the other support we got. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.